I've been talking a lot about the Sunday ticket verdict and where it goes from here. One of the things that I pointed out today, and I've been trying to really figure out why more people in the media haven't been focusing on this. Two ways. One, there weren't a lot of people covering the case to the point where Peter King texted me after the case was a couple of weeks old, you should have someone covering the case in LA. Well, the natural person to cover the case would have been me. And I really didn't want to pack up and go to LA for a couple of weeks. Those of you who have been around PFT for a while and remember when the Super Bowl was in LA, I kind of vowed to never go back. I was so anxious to leave. I almost left my luggage at the hotel. I called my wife and I said, I really don't have anything here that can't be replaced. I'm just going to leave all my shit and just come home. I'll bring my laptop. I just want to get the hell out of here. And it really wasn't, I say this and maybe it was. It really wasn't a slap at LA. I'd been there before. It was just the first time I'd gone anywhere since the pandemic. And it was just a long, exhausting week. Nothing against LA per se, but I really didn't want to go back to cover this trial. I just wish that there would have been more robust coverage by the media outlets that were assessing their resources and making decisions about where reporters would go. And even since the verdict landed last week, I don't know whether I want to be diplomatic here. I don't know whether it's complacency. I don't know whether it's failure to understand what's going on. I don't know whether it's kowtowing to Big Shield, not wanting to upset the NFL. I just feel like not enough media outlets have been covering what this verdict means, what its ramifications could be, and fundamentally, what the NFL did. 30 years, 30 years of rigging the price of Sunday ticket so that those who really wanted to see the out of market games badly enough would have to pay an inflated premium. And those who would have very much liked to have bought the package didn't buy the package. There's a whole subset of victims here that have no standing because they didn't buy it. I don't know, and I don't believe there's any avenue under the law for airing a grievance when you're someone who didn't buy something you would have bought and would have very much enjoyed for 30 years, but you didn't buy it because the NFL always put it at a price where it wasn't responsible for you to find a line item in the family budget to get it. That's a category of victims that is voiceless in all of this. And those are the folks that I'm really kind of trying to highlight that they got screwed here. Didn't cost them a penny. It did cost them the experience of watching the games they want to watch. They fall into that target audience that all those commercials are directed at. You're a Saints fan in Pittsburgh. You're a Packers fan in Topeka. You're a Rams fan in New York City. Whatever. Displaced fan that loves the sport and wants to watch the games played by his or her favorite team. We're going to make it so expensive that you're going to have to unreasonably overpay for the privilege of watching the games, or you're just going to say, I can't. I just can't afford it. Can't do it. It's not the prudent thing for me and my family to do. So the class action covers the people who paid for it. There is a group out there that got screwed by the NFL because they didn't buy it, because they couldn't buy it, because they wanted to buy it. And if it was cheaper, they would have bought it. But this ultimately was all about preserving the multi-billion-dollar goose in the form of the CBS and Fox contracts for over-the-air, free TV, broadcast the game. So Anyway, I'm the only one. If there's somebody else who's calling this exactly as they see it and exactly as it is, an exposure of corruption by the NFL, abuse of the consumers, taking more money than they should have from some fans, and also setting the price so high that it excluded other fans who would have taken advantage of that product, of that Sunday ticket package, if it was priced reasonably. Remember, ESPN at one point wanted to do $70 for the full season. Why wouldn't somebody just make a single team option available? That's how they market the damn thing. But this is all about striking what the jury in LA decided was an anti-competitive balance between getting big money for Sunday ticket and not jeopardizing the big money from CBS and Fox, which wanted the price to be high enough so that fans would say, I'd really like to watch my Packers, but I'll just watch the Steelers game on the local CBS or Fox affiliate. I'll just watch the Steelers because that's what's in the market where I live. And I can't move back to Green Bay right now. So I just won't watch the Packers. Anyway, I'm hoping that as this thing lingers, it's summertime, it's kind of slow. I hope some smart people out there, people smarter than me, people who are more persuasive in their use of words than me, who can really pick up the megaphone and shout into it, will let the world know that the NFL got caught with the hand in a cookie jar here. And that hand in a cookie jar was, I'm not going to show the middle finger. I don't want them to have to blur this, but basically the hand was in the form of a middle finger to the consumers deep in the cookie jar. And the NFL didn't care. The NFL didn't care. Football is family. Football is family. They say football is family because football is business, and it's good for business to say football is family. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.